Chapter 4. The walk from Surf Burgers to Aunt Clemmie's house was less than a half-mile. To arrive at the front of the house, the most impressive view of her impressive domicile, one would walk 1 block north on Tranquility Avenue and make a left down Grunion Lane, the side street. Then, upon reaching the bike path fronting the beach, one would walk north up the concrete path 30 more yards, turn 90 degrees, and be looking at the front of the stately old beach house Aunt Clemmie called home. The locals called it the Sand Castle, and it didn't take much imagination to see that it really was a huge replica of one of those creations that would-be architects occasionally build down in the wet sand. It was very large for a beach house, a sand-brown stucco structure of 7,000 square feet, 3 stories, 3 balconies, 5 bedrooms, a cellar, and maids' and butlers' quarters. The latter 2 rooms were seldom used, as Aunt Clemmie was too cheap to hire full-time help and would have worked them to death if she did. The house was built in the late 1920s by a wealthy eccentric to look like an ominous fortified castle. Balustrades all the way round, barred arched windows, and a very large and heavy wooden front door that suggested a portcullis all contributed to the stately effect. The castle had almost everything but a moat, which Dolphin thought would have been the coolest feature of all. But moats don't obstruct the type of intruders this house was designed to keep out. The house was in truth designed to thwart ghosts. Not even one 90-degree angle was to be found in any of its internal walls. Because of the not-so-well-known fact that ghosts like to hang out in such nooks, all the internal walls met in rounded plaster corners. The Sand Castle was a famous landmark in T Beach, for the old place itself was as unique as the current owner. Aunt Clemmie had it meticulously restored to its original state when she bought it some 20 years earlier, after Blood on the Beach had become her first big-selling book. "You live here? My goodness," Claudette said upon their arrival at the front door. "Life's not always as peachy as it looks," Dolphin said.